Hey guys, this is Melanie Hinds, your fastest, most accurate breaking news, Iraqi Dinar, somewhere on the net. Because of my intel sources that are on the ground there, they're in the military, they're part of the Joint Operations Command, and they are always on my live stream. So I'll be live again at 2 and at 5 tonight. I don't know if they'll be on because they have a birthday celebration for one of their members. Please wish them happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. You know who you are. Happy birthday to you, and many more. So guys, I'm out here on my porch because it's too windy on the wraparound porch today, but we'll be on the wraparound porch soon enough. So I did a 30-minute intel summary with timestamps. I also did an hour and a minute long live this morning with my God portion and the timestamps. If you want the God portion, go there, the first live stream. If you want just intel, go to the 31-minute. I go all these detail articles. So this is a summary. Let's get it because there's a lot going on. The biggest article out of everything, and you can look in the timestamps for the detailed article, was the Prime Minister met with the banks, the CBI Board of Directors, and a fundamental pillar of banking reform. What he did was he restructured the Board of Directors of state-owned banks and the Central Bank of Iraq. I mean, like, that is the most breaking news out of today, that the Prime Minister met and they restructured the boards of directors of the state-owned banks and the Central Bank of Iraq. The meeting approved a series of recommendations and discussion agenda. The emphasis was placed on the effectiveness of the boards, given their essential role in driving financial and banking reform. What is that reform? It's the digital systems. If anybody on the board was not for it, they got removed. That's what he did, and that's what he can do. That's within his purview to do that, and I'm very excited to see him doing that because that means there might have been a holdup there. He even changed the board of directors of the Central Bank of Iraq. So, guys, they are pushing this reform through, and I'm so excited about it. That was the most breaking news article. If you agree, comment down below. Nobody brings you this kind of air. Then there was demining teams to clear explosive into hooks. I showed the picture of it on my live stream this morning. That's what Slick Willie is doing, their little dog. It's so cute. Iraq is to restructure the military procurement strategy for 2024. Why? They're doing all their own military is strong and all their own. They have all their own police, a 911 system. Iraq is ready to rock and roll as a first world country again. Iraq's narcotics fight intensifies. There was a death sentence. They gave the death sentence to just drug smuggling. I'm excited to see the justice be done in Iraq finally. Also, Border Patrol, PKK, firefight. There was some firefights on the streets there. They snuffed them down, though. They got control. The Electricity Ministry announces new mechanisms for importing electricity with Turkey and all the other countries they're importing electricity from. Again, alternative plans in case Iran and the U.S. don't come to some meeting of the minds. They're still meeting. The Ministry of Interior discusses prospects for cooperation. Guys, they are just batten down the hatches so this can revalue. Then Arab Cybersecurity Governance and Policy Committee, they met there in Baghdad, the Arab Cyber City Committee. Why is that? Because this new digital system is going to be the key to their cybersecurity, right? Because when it's transparent and when it's unhackable, you are secure. So the new systems is the key to this. Come to my 2 o'clock live if you have any questions about this. That's why I'm doing this early. Also, the EU is fully committed to reaching the U.S. trade deal and hammering out the details. So the EU is still hammering out trade deals with the U.S. Oil prices steady. Market awaits clarity on OPEC. Yep. Oil prices are steady, but they're not at $70 a barrel right now. I discussed exactly what they're at. PMF, group impersonating official personnel, apprehended. So if they hung drug smugglers, what are they going to do to people that were pretending to be somebody they're not? Federal officials. That's kind of funny. Minister of Water Resources, we are committed to following up. They are in charge of all the international water resources. Iraq is heading that up. Again, they're international guys. They just don't have a currency that matches it. We're waiting for that. The Prime Minister affirms commitment to align the budget with priorities. And we figured somebody else is going to take on the budget schedules because some people love to talk about the budget schedules. But me as a former auditor with Pricewaterhouse know the budget bears no responsibility to the actual details. They can dissuade you with the budget. They can't with your actual results. Eventually, this is going to come to bear. The bank CBI boards that was the biggest breaking news article. It was the Prime Minister meets with the banks and the CBI board of directors, a fundamental pillar of banking, and he switched up the boards. Guys, as somebody who sat in board meetings, offered the CFO position 3 times for the age of 32, trust me, that is the best breaking news out of here to say this is done. Protest sweep Iraqi cities, yeah, they're done with the lip service, guys. They're having protests in the streets, so he wants to push this through. All the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, and the people are forcing it because they want their dinar to have value because it's illegal to use the US dollar there. So they're getting there, guys. So that is the summary for my intel sources. If you have any questions, you can watch the detailed live streams. Also, my live stream was split into 2 portions. So if you just want all Iraqi dinar, there's a 31-minute. I also put it on my playlist under the Iraqi dinar summers. You can also find it. If it's a live, you can find it under the live tab. If it's a video, you can find it. This one will be posted under the videos tab. It's something I'm recording and uploading. I'm using this because it's very breezy out here because it's a gorgeous day in Maine, and I'm not going to miss the sun just because I promised to do a lot of intel today. So, and then we go to the summary of everybody else. They're talking about what I talked about a few days ago, which is that on the streets in Iraq, the Iraqi dinar is, the dollar is decreasing in value and the Iraqi dinar is increasing value, but it looks like it's decreasing in value. What do I mean by that? When you see a figure that says 151,000 dinar to $100, guys, that means, and it goes down to 148. What was it last night? I guess 114,750. That means it's getting closer to zero, which is closer to the value of the dollar. Because right now the zeros are on the right side of the decimal. It's 0.00076. If you look just in terms of Iraqi dinar, dinar to dollars, that means 0.00076 is what you'll see if you Google it. But in country, you can see it's changing. It's changing for their interpreter who had a meeting with their bank. I've said this over and over again. Watch my summary yesterday. And guys, I'm going to be live at 2 if you have any questions. That's coming up really soon. So anyways, they're talking about the rate. Frank was talking about it last night. They're getting closer to 1-to-1. I agree, Frank. I'm the one who said it. Mountain Goat, remember, for your thought process that a rise in the rate of the dinar is less dinars to the US dollar, not more. I know it's backwards. So I'm just going to say, so actually it is a downward trend in the number of dinars to make up 1 US dollar. Exactly. It's better. I've already discussed that. I will discuss it at 2 if you have any questions. Oh, sorry. Can you not see me? Sorry. I'm just trying to soak up the sun, guys. I had a nor'easter here a couple days ago. Tishwash article, the Sudanese Ministry of Finance directs the Ministry of Finance to prepare the budget tables. I told you they'd pick up all the budget tables. Come to my thing and you'll know why the budget tables don't matter, but everybody likes to talk about them. So again, Frank 26, who I always honor you, dude, even though you know I had the intel before you did. There's a lot of things pointing. I don't like giving dates, but June 1st, there's a lot of things coming. There is so much coming together. No diss, Frank. Please forgive me if you feel like I dissed you there, but you know, it's so funny. Anyways, it's just really funny. They were pointing it out this morning. My intel guys were pointing out that you guys are talking about things that they've explained to me and I've explained it to the people. So forgive me, Frank. I love you, dude. We're all one body in Christ. You're a brother in the Lord, so I hope you will forgive me. But just, if you don't mind, because I talk about you a lot, why don't you give me credit on one of your broadcasts? I mean, just a little bit of credit would go a long way with me. I'm just thinking. Anyways, that's all. That's my summary in 8 minutes. I hope you like it. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see all my buddies at 2 live. Bye.